Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to Mommy Trader, welcome. On this channel, I'm just documenting me and my family of fives, I said six, fives journey to financial independence, and we plan on getting there via investing in the stock market, real estate, cryptocurrency, and just overall increasing our net worth, while hopefully inspiring some of you to get started on your own wealth building journey as well. My channel is very beginner friendly when it comes to investing, and I hope that you will stick around and join us on this journey. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and join us. If you are a returning subscriber, air hugs. Thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. So on today's video, I got a question from a subscriber and I thought it was a really good one. I wanted to sit down in front of the camera and do one of my TED Talks like Ina always talks about. I have her channel linked below. She's also another person that's on her FIRE journey as well. Financial independence, retire early. That's what FIRE means. And so again, guys, we're just going to talk about how you can catch up financially. Now, this is a topic that I know a lot about because this person felt like they were way behind the eight ball and they just wanted to know how could they catch up. What are some things that they can do? And I said, you know what, let me also make a video about this in case there were other people out there who had those same type of feelings and thoughts on what you can do to catch up financially. Because let me tell you, as long as you are breathing and able to body, you have time to catch up. Don't ever feel like, you have to just throw the towel in and just be like, no, I'm done. You can do this. There are a lot of people that started on this financial journey later in life. And I'm not saying like, 60s or anything. People that have started in their 30s and 40s and 50s who have knocked the ball out the park and have been able to achieve their version of financial freedom. So I'm going to share with you 3 things that you can do if you feel like you are behind when it comes to your finances and you want to catch up. Not just become a better budgeter, but to become a better investor, to be able to educate yourself and learn more about how to manage money, how to manage your finances, and really understanding how money works and use it as a tool to not just get yourself to financial freedom, your version of financial freedom, but to be able to inspire your future generations, your children and your grandchildren, or perhaps nieces and nephews or cousins, even people who are older than you. You can inspire them as well. So let's get into this video because this is a really good one. The first thing that you can do, and probably the most important one in my opinion, is your mindset. You got to get your mindset right. Tasha talks about something on her channel, Mind Your Money. Shout out to her, about having the right mindset. It is so important because even if you get a whole bunch of money just plopped down in your lap, if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have the right education and knowledge and understanding of it, you'll waste it, you'll squander it. And what good is that money if you just lose it? So the idea is to change your mindset when it comes to your finances and know how to continue to push forward. One of the things that you can do is read. Reading is like a big thing over here at my house. Read. You have to use your time a little more wiser, especially if you're trying to change your mindset. Get exposed to different ways of doing things, different ideas, different strategies. One great book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. There's a free audio on YouTube that you can listen to that book. Another one is The Psychology of Money. That's another great book, especially when you're trying to change your mindset when it comes to investing. There's even an Investing for Dummies book. I mean, there are a lot of simple, easy, beginner friendly resources out there. There's YouTube. My channel is one of them. There's a lot of other channels, free game, free stuff that will really take you by the hand and help you to understand how to approach money, how to manage money, really helping you to understand that a lot of the money issues that we struggle with, and this is me included, stemmed from childhood issues. It's really interesting how unresolved issues in our past, whether it's from our childhood or young adult years, follow us through life, and it affects how we spend our money, how we view money, how we treat money, and changing our mindsets and confronting and forgiving ourselves, guys. This is really important. Forgiving yourself so that you can have that extra energy and space to move on and really tackle whatever current state you're in. So if you are in a lot of debt, We started in over $75,000 of debt 6 years ago. Changing your mindset will help you to be able to confront that, to help you to see, where am I really in my finances, and give you the strength and the courage to see, okay, I'm really in the hole. But once you realize that, then you can formulate a plan to get out of the hole. But the mindset has to change first. You have to view money as a tool to get from point A to point B. You don't want to serve money or idolize money, but rather you want money to work hard for you. And so changing your mindset is so important. There are people on this platform, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, things like that, who really talk about this side of finance, the psychological and emotional and mental side of finance, because it's really real. Financial anxiety is a real thing, and it does impact our finances. So changing your mindset, guys, is one of the things that you have to do to catch up. You have to, be real, be honest with yourself and the state that you are in before you can kind of formulate a plan to get out. The second thing that you have to do, and it's kind of obvious to catch up, and that is to increase your income or to start a side hustle or things like that. I mean, you need more income because the time you can't get back. So a lot of people have started their own business. One of the great things that came out of this pandemic is that a lot of people started their own businesses, the cash envelopes, the trackers, the starting YouTube full time, the coaching and different things like that. Starting their own businesses to generate more than one source of income. You don't want to just be relying on one source, because the pandemic taught us that that job could be taken away, or that income source can be paused and or taken away. And you want to have multiple sources of income to be able to pour into your financial goals. Maybe you want to get out of debt. Maybe you want to start investing more. Maybe you want to buy a house. Whatever it is, you have to have money to do that. There's really no other way to say it, is that to catch up on whatever goal that you have for yourself, short term and long term, you have to increase your income. And one of the great things of doing that is doing away with some of the extra spending that we do. A lot of times we do make enough money, but with all of the different expenses and subscriptions and the eating out and, not having a list for the market and overspend, you really have enough income to catch up. But if you have to sacrifice somewhere, and I talk about sacrificing all the time on this channel, it's something that we had to do in order to get out of debt. It's just, how bad do you want it? That's something that was told to us. How bad do you want it? And we wanted it so bad. Well, get out of debt anyway. We weren't even thinking about trying to achieve financial independence. We just wanted to get out of the burden of debt, and we wanted it so bad we were willing to sacrifice anything. But we needed some balance in there as well, so we didn't get burnt out. But again, you have to ask yourself, how bad do you want to catch up? And if you do, start a side. And I know it could be so hard to get out there, start your own business. You may feel like, I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I still am trying to practice. You should see me in the mirror practicing before I press record on this phone or on the laptop or on the camera. I'm trying to practice. I practice in front of my husband. I practice with my daughter who's 15. And so I'm just really trying to, practice at it, because I do feel like practice makes progress. Give yourself grace to be able to make mistakes, because everybody do, and move on knowing that you got this. You can do this. You got to believe in yourself. So you increase your income, network, career network. Maybe try to get into a new field. Maybe look into what's up and coming right now. You'd be surprised at some of the skills that you have that you can monetize. That's another way to catch up on your finances. You could also, if you are self-employed, open up a SEP IRA or solo 401k in addition to your normal 401k. These are some of the hacks and loopholes that is not talked about, that I am going to be talking about and have talked about on this channel. You can have more than one investing account. We have 11 of them. You can have as many as the law allows you to have. This is why having a good financial advisor, having a good tax person who know the law better than you do, especially when it comes to the tax code, can really guide you on this process. And that's something that I am going to be doing more when I start up MT LLC, which I have registered the business, but I'm not going to talk too much about it because I have a special video coming out about that. But that's one of my passions, is being able to be that bridge for people who feel like they are late to the game, and helping them to see there's so many possibilities, so many doors available to you. So yes, that's the second thing. Increase the income. Got to get some more cash coming in. The third thing, and I touched on this just now, and that's diversifying your assets. If you want to catch up, if you want to become a millionaire, if you want to achieve financial freedom or retire early, become work optional, part-time, whatever you want to do, diversify your assets. That means you got your income coming in these different places. Now you got to let that money grow somewhere for you. Keeping it under a mattress, sis and bro, won't help. You got to invest your money. Now you want to have your emergency fund and some sinking funds, and if you're in debt, having a plan to pay off debt. But you can do all those things simultaneously. You don't have to not invest while you're getting out of debt, because that was something that we were taught, and I wish we would have invested a whole lot more during our earlier stages in this journey, because I feel like we would be so much farther ahead now. But you live and you learn. But you can invest and still work your way out of debt, and get 1 month ahead and anything along those lines. And so you want to make sure that you invest. That's the third thing. You've got to figure out a way to make your money work for you, to grow for you. And having it sit in a savings account outside of your emergency fund and your sinking funds is not really doing much. I know the interest rate is like 0.40%, but the average return in the stock market is 10 to 12%. And this year so far, it's been like 15, 18% already. So you can see the average return in the stock market. I'll tell you this, we have gotten more in dividends and just Robinhood alone than our emergency fund sitting in Capital One. Insane, right? I think we received $75 in interest from our emergency fund in Capital One versus a $16,000 Robinhood account. We have received a couple of $100 in dividends. That is how investing really, really works for you. And compound interest, especially if you feel like you are behind and you want to catch up, when you invest, compound interest is your friend. It's like, oh my goodness, I can't tell you how much compound interest is like the eighth wonder of the world. It's really, really amazing. Putting your money into real estate, maybe owning more assets like buying your first home, or perhaps cryptocurrency, maybe investing more in a growth company that you believe in. Maybe, like I said before with the second thing, networking to get a job and they offer you a 401k match. Invest up into the match. These are some things that you can do to make sure you're diversifying all that extra money that you're getting in. From the point number 2 that I made, you want to make sure that money is growing for you. If it's just sitting somewhere, it's not going to be working for you to help you to move a little quicker than the average person, because you don't have as much time. Remember, they always say the best time to invest in the stock market was 25 years ago. The second best time is right now, especially if you feel like you have started late. Now, we started at 30 years old, which according to the different professionals, the different finance pros, is late. Normally, they want you to start investing when you're 21, when you get your first real job. Well, we spent our 20s just, turning up, turning up, right? And so we can't get that time back. And that's what I talked about in the first point, which is forgiving yourself and moving on, learning from your mistakes and hit the ground running with some balance, because you don't want to burn out. But you want to make sure you learn how about this account or that account. How do you diversify? What is a Roth IRA? What is a backdoor Roth? Which is a mega backdoor Roth? These are all different avenues you can use depending on your financial situation to grow your money. Remember, you can invest with $1. Robinhood, M1 Finance, some of the different platforms let you invest with $1, $5, $10. You don't have to have a whole lot of money to invest. Every little bit counts up, guys. You can do this. Don't feel like, you are this terrible person because you just got this information late. A lot of people, especially a lot of minority people, don't know a lot of this information because it wasn't made available. But thank God for YouTube and the other different social media accounts who are really getting this information out there, free information, so that people can see, wow, like I could do this. And we realized that too, about in the third, fourth year of our journey, that we could become millionaires in a couple years. And to be able to see that we will hit millionaire status within the next month or so is like so that's the video, guys. I wanted to make sure it wasn't too long, but if you, just to answer that question, you know, if you feel like you're behind, those are just some of the things that you can do to catch up. Leave me a comment down below if you feel like you started late, because, you know, we did too. What are some of the things you did, or some advice you can leave for other people who feel like they are behind and want to catch up as well? Don't forget to subscribe to the video, like the channel, hit the little bell notification button so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. I post there often, every day, if not a couple of times a day, especially in the stories. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.